So today is January the 4th, 2024. Thing about a farm, there's so many bits and stuff which could work. At the moment they don't work. There, bath. There's a bath there. There's another bath over there. There you go. So, you might think that lipstick on today, but I don't care. It's the same ones I was wearing the other day. Yeah, I like to move. One of the things that I am going to do today is just walk about again. I like walking about. It's what I like to do. It's just like I just walk over, look at the water, things like that. I'm not trying to create any sort of anything really. At the end of the day, when I used to, well, as a student, obviously we all weren't students. We all, up to a point. That's the problem though, then we stopped discovering, stopped learning. We passed our exam levels depending on whichever level of application we actually put into it, how we were inspired or not inspired. And from that, we entered the lottery of life, I guess you could call it. What is the lottery of life all about? Being given a certain set of attributes, experiences, which may be positive, may be negative. I can say that my early experiences were very negative. Moved from the place that you thought was your home to another place, trying to understand what the hell was going on when your father was not there any longer because he died, understand why your grandmother wasn't there because she died. I mean, and then trying to find out why your grandfather wasn't there. And then, why is it such a difficult world? Why? This sets up a load of preconditions on top. Or does it? The water flows, just as we do. Just as life does, I guess. And water is flowing. So today I'm just going to walk in the water. Amazing thought, look, here, stream, water coursing through. Possibly not the best place to walk. I just put my foot in there. It's bloody deep. Ah! It's getting down my legs. Yes, I just noticed the water went over my boot. So up there, it was yay deep, and down here, it is quite shallow. And the same with marshy ground. Marshy ground to be the sort of the places that you go and work, maybe. Could be good ground. Who knows? This is all mushy here. Slumpy, squishy. So last year was a really, really tough year for me. In many ways, 2022 was a bad year for many things, but 2022 really got me through. I couldn't walk around here with a catheter last year. I mean, I could, but it would have been really quite challenging. And challenging is not a good thing. Or is it? With everybody dying around me up until about the age of 12, 13. And then at the age of 15, my grandmother dying, my Irish grandmother, from whom I learned not half as much as I really wish I had. Old of death for a while. I didn't have to deal with it any longer. Well, I thought so anyway. My mother grew up in Wales. I wouldn't say she's Welsh. Don't think there's anything very Welsh about her at all. Because she came from the Channel Islands, from Guernsey. Father came from Devon via Ireland, because my grandmother came from Ireland, from, I believe, Cork. So I got to really check that out. I have information pertaining to great grandmother, obviously Irish on my father's side. I know nothing about my great grandmother on my Channel Island side, I suppose you might call it. Yes. Down here again in the water. I'm not going to go down there because that is pretty seriously wet down there. So I was seeking to find out more about my Irish side because the Irish side really intrigues me. And you know what? Because Ireland is still in the EU. Sadly, this bloody country isn't. I think the thing is, sometimes you just need to understand where you're coming from. If you think about it, my whole life has been about searching for some level of security, trying to create security for my family, such as was, having had it all snatched away. So like you're born as a child, you're born as a baby, completely powerless into a world which wants to toss you about on the waves, where you may very well be eaten by a creature or abused by somebody. Maybe your parents, maybe your grandparents, maybe your uncle, maybe your aunt. Anything is possible. So I don't know whether I was massively abused. The conditions weren't easy for anybody